Yo, I'm only like 4 minutes and 47 seconds in the Lovecraft Country. I had this on my HBO Max. I had queued it up when I started watching Harry Potter, just put it on my list. And today was the confirmation, like, yo, go watch that shit. Like, cause I knew I needed to watch it. My brother had told me, like, yo, there's a lot of stuff in there, man. And I didn't want to watch it at first. I'm really like that, man. I don't want to watch that shit. And also, it was like called Lovecraft Country, and I don't know. I just associated it with witchcraft and all that shit before I knew the truth about what witchcraft really was. I didn't want to see that shit. And man, opening of the show, you know, son on the bus, and it's like this older Suge looking chick on the bus with him on the color purple. That's what she remind me of. She remind me of Suge. And the bus break down, and they get like a truck to come into town to to pick up the other white passengers that was on it. They had to sit in the back. It's like colored area back here, right? And obviously nobody helped her with her bag, and he just come over like, yo, let me help you with that. And I'm looking to see what's gonna happen. It cut to the next scene. They just walking down this hot country ass road together, and I just went, God damn! It's like they knew that ride wasn't for them, so they gotta walk into town. That shit. I think one of the reasons I didn't want to watch is I knew shit like that was gonna infuriate me, man. But it's like, yo, I'm gonna say this that ain't really popular. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't care because like a lot of dudes like the simp. You know what I mean? I don't know how dare any of you so-called black women disrespect us the way y'all do, man. That's why I got so much love for Kendra, from the Crimson Cure channel, and Shahrazad Ali for putting me up on game and showing me how to move. And really, it was like the way I was raised to move around women was the opposite of how I always wanted to move. And it's like, yo, just be you. Like, just be a man, whatever. Like, the shit we went through and all the shit we had to fight for and us worrying about trying to protect you against this behemoth called white supremacy. And y'all just out here talking greasy, but like, and nobody want to acknowledge that this is happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we was always willing to die for y'all. And it was just something about him just like, yo, let me help you with that bag. You know what I'm saying? And like today, we the worst thing, man. I don't know what that article was. Was it Salon? It was some article that the straight black men are the white men of the black community. How in the fuck y'all didn't tear that article a new one? Y'all just let that slide? Merrill Lynch give y'all billions of dollars and yeah, we winning. Yeah, these niggas ain't doing nothing. Like, yo, y'all real grimy. But it said in scriptures that who's gonna rule over us is gonna be women and children. But the 400 years is up. So like I said before, all them Zaddy worshippers, you made your bed with Zaddy. You gonna sleep in that bed with the cracker. I don't care. Like, I know that this show gonna piss me off, man. Hopefully, some real daughters of Zion will show up at the end, or before the end, really, and really be about that shit. Cause in all my years of living, all I ever heard about was me not being shit, me not mattering in the family unit from my own so-called maternal parent. Like, that's all I ever heard. Oh, the mother's what's important. Anybody could be the father, you know. Like I'm an interchangeable car part or something, as if this child ain't my DNA. So I think the Most High ain't even got no children, never had to deal with that shit. But I know people who had to deal with that in court systems. This show is not gonna be easy for me to watch, yo. This show not gonna be easy for me to watch. But if I end this video, Wakandi, I can't say your name, bro. But you know what I'm talking about. He just dropped that video. He showed I think it was Gilly talking about how cannabis uh uh it protects you from the virus. Now my brother, who I build with often, I have several brothers, but the one I mainly be building with, he had showed me an article about this several months ago. And I'm like, word? And Well, Connie brought out the scripture, and I'm like, man, that scripture was in front of me the whole time, and I feel like I never actually was able to see it. But the Most High had already revealed to me about the herbs and the uses and all that, and gave me feathers. Like I don't know if y'all would be on Levi channel when people was getting all them feathers as confirmation or whatever. Man, I got over 25 feathers concerning this topic alone. So most feathers, I still got them. It's man. So I'm gonna do a video about that, and a lot of people gonna hate it. Maybe some of y'all unsubscribe, but I didn't do this for subscriptions or whatever. Like my channel, and the last thing I want to say that this channel, because some Christian came and was like, "Hey, prove to me that Yeshua was doing witchcraft, aka magic or miracles," which is all the same thing. These words are synonymous for the same thing. Don't just show me some old picture, right? You know, the old picture from the pre-Christian age or pre-white Christian age that was on the old churches and them Russian walls where that, you know, the people who actually seen him put there. Yeah, don't use that. That showed a brother. That show a brown skin Yeshaya. Don't don't show me that proof. Show me scriptures and when he was doing it. I'm like, okay, I'm turning water into wine, healing the blind, making 1,000 loaves of bread and fish, walking on water. All these things that would be considered magic today, that the Christians would call witchcraft, somehow, because they don't want to call it that, that's not what it is, right? But whatever. They also don't want to deal with the fact that Yeshua, who they call Jesus, went to school to learn how to do these things. See, Christianity was like instant oatmeal. Like he just came here, he knew everything, and he was just boom, boom, right? You know what I'm saying? Everything is instant. And the truth, it was like one day we was just gonna get superpowers. We never had to do no schooling or learn. You know, you ain't gonna get no letter to Hogwarts to learn how to actually utilize these powers, right? You just gonna get it randomly one day like they do in the comic books. You know what I mean? You're just gonna get bit by a radioactive spider and you're gonna be slinging webs from your butt and slinging from trees like that. That's that's Christianity. You just learned these. You just inherited these things. They were a gift. You never had to work at it. You know what I mean? And it's funny because these are the same jackasses who go to school to get a degree so they can end up having a career in something that they degree didn't had had nothing to do with. But when it comes to the creator, oh, ain't no school for that. You just you just get it gifted from above. You know, you put your left foot in, you put your left foot out. You put your right foot in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around and you imbued with magic from heaven. Oh no, it's not magic, brother. It ain't magic, brother. It ain't. It's spiritual powers. You're a spiritual jackass. But anyway, I'm gonna go finish watching this show, man. And man, I'm episode 1 is called Sundown. I know what a sundown town is. And just to throw this in, right? If a lot of y'all didn't notice, Central Park in New York was a village that our ancestors used to live in. We used to live there. They chased us out, told us to get out by sundown or we was going to die because crackers decided they wanted to make a park. They just decided they wanted to make a park there. That was a village for us, man. They turned it to a nasty ass park where people drop bodies. Yo, there's if y'all understood, Most High gave me a lot of time, and I wonder why. Like, Most High, I've been trying to like work. I've been trying to do this. Like, nah, Most High wanted me to see certain things, and I ain't even scratched the surface. If y'all understood that they were still holding us in chattel slavery, even in the 80s, places in the South, there's people right now that we don't even know about that's being held against their will, man. It never stopped. But it was on Vice TV, man. They went to these places, and dude was saying while Martin Luther King and all this stuff was going on in the East and up north, the Northeast or whatever, he was still being held against his will on a plantation, seeing his uncle get killed right in front of him. It's a chick that was on the genealogy of slavery. It's a terrible story. It's a terrible story. So when they tell you that, oh, Like, well, they changed slavery to like the jail system. Nah, it should never stop. Right here in America, that should never stop. So while Malcolm X and Martin Luther King was doing their thing, some of us, we don't even know how many. We don't even know how many of these stories never made it to the light. So when it comes to these people, whether they look like us or don't, that's just like gun ho to be step in step with Christianity and the tenements of Christianity, and they want to tell you this or want you to explain something. I just blocked them. I'm not explaining nothing to y'all because y'all the same niggas that agree with the white man when they say slavery had to happen so we could have the greatest country in the world. Oh, this the worst country in the world, B. This the worst country in the world. This the worst government in the world. And all the rest of them is shit too. You got to understand, for America to be the top of the top in a wicked world with wicked governments, they had to be the most wicked one. But this video went longer than I wanted it to, man. I'm going to go finish watching this show. Oh, man. Y'all have a blessed day, man. This going to put me in a bad mood. But the next video, I'm going to break down the whole herb thing. And I'm going to tell the story that go with it. Y'all be good, man. Shalom and skull.